See, if you say that you're ready for love, then that also means you have to be ready to keep your composure. Because nowadays, love hasn't become a sharing of interest. Love hasn't only become that. It's become much more. It's become more of a compromise. And if you're not willing to make that compromise, then love isn't for you. Or romantic love, anyway. You got a lot of people posing as polygamists, and a lot of people posing as monogamous. If you are what you are, just openly be truthful to that idea. Alright? If you're giving too much of yourself, don't expect that person to give to you. Our whole lives, it's as if we're searching for somebody to validate this idea that we love ourselves. That's not true. Because if we're looking for so much external, then that means our internal is somewhat fleeting. It's empty. It has a lack of individuality, of expression. So we're almost scared to really allow people to see who we are. That is the test of love. But the first test of love is self-love. There's nothing wrong necessarily with giving to yourself only. It's only wrong when you're giving to yourself while you're taking from someone else. That's when it's wrong. This whole light worker idea of, oh, I'm on a mission, I am a light worker on a quest, and no one can understand me, and I give all my love away, and I only meet people who see me for my light, and they want to take my light from me. Well, if you set up this idea that your light can be compromised, then yeah, they're going to, quote unquote, take your light from you. People love your sense of originality, your sense of expression. People crave for someone original. It's like a new movie. God, all these ideas in Hollywood, everyone's just stealing from each other's ideas. We don't want that Hollywood love, the 9 to 5, the I chase you, you chase me, we end up together, and we're perfectly happy. That's not real. Real love is in seeing a person's flaw, seeing they're ugly, and still willing to stick around, despite what you've seen them do. It's more of an awareness and a sense of knowing what they can do. It's an inner knowing. You say, you know, I'm going to be with this person because I love them and I know that this is the person I can grow with. But you got a lot of people ending up together with a lot of psychological and emotional issues. They go into abusive relationships because they believe that that's the only way. That first conditioning of how they've been raised is okay. Tolerating a person who treats them wrongly is okay. These things have to be rectified and reanalyzed. It's okay to get counseling. It's okay to seek help. I do not condone these things. No relationship is perfect. But if it comes to the point where there is abuse on an emotional, a verbal, a mental level, then you can't blame anyone for you not seeking that change. We're in the 21st century. There is help all over the place. It takes that will of you reaching out. Chances are, if a person treated you this way before, then that's what they're accustomed to. This is all that they know. You having this hopelessness is not going to change the situation. You can't expect a person to act in accordance to how you will it to be, because that's you superimposing your ideas on them and them not deciding or making their own decisions. When you're telling a person constantly, honey, I want you to change, honey, please do this, honey, please, I beg of you, can you? All they hear is nag, 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 nag. They don't want to change. They just find you annoying. And so you set up this understanding that, yes, I'm annoying. And I can't do anything else about it. Well, that's settling for less. Because you are the greatness. And if you're looking at a relationship through a biological clock, like, for instance, oh my God, I'm reaching my late 30s, my mid 30s. I gotta get a boyfriend. I gotta fall in love. I gotta have kids. Then you're rushing. Chances are you're gonna rush into a wall. You're gonna rush into someone with all of these problems who is also rushing and who is also not ready, because you're not ready. Take it one day at a time. Pace yourself. God wants to give you everything, okay? But can you handle everything at the same time? Obviously not. You'll lose your mind. This is why God gives it to you in increments. So be thankful every day. Heaven's doors open up and give you more blessings because you're giving gratitude, and in doing so, you get those blessings in return. Quite often, the worst relationships happen where I can't say it's the worst per se, because every experience is different, but I mean the most hectic, the most heinous, the craziest relationships occur between two people who really don't know each other, because every day is an experience of you getting that much closer to yourself, and you're going to see the ugly in you personified through the other person. And we shriek at the mere notion of those things, because we're like, no, that person's, this person is so inconsiderate, he or she does this while I'm trying to sleep, turns on the light. Small things get exaggerated because we're not willing to make that compromise. We have to be willing to love and understand that we're each on a journey. Listen to your body. What does this have to do with love? Everything. Listen to your body. When your stomach is hurting you, your will, you're not utilizing your willpower enough. When your throat is hurting you, you're not speaking up enough. When your head hurts you, you're taking on too much problems and you're not filtering it out correctly. You need a channel. You need to channel this energy. But if you're with a person who you're not growing with, I'm sorry, but you guys are not helpful to each other. Not to say that they're bad for you. No one's necessarily bad for you. Those are your own choices. You must make sure that whomever you end up with, you are doing your work, whether it be creative work or dancing, singing, or playing an instrument, or writing. You have to be someone who understands that you need time, especially in our overly pressurized world where we have all of these expectations and we're working tirelessly just to have small means. Please minimize your means. Minimize what you have, and you will see your life change, and you will see your friends